Computer. Boom. All right, everybody, welcome to Diamond Zone. It is Open Mic Friday. Exciting, exciting, exciting. And as you know, we conduct Diamond Zone. I know there's new people on all the time. Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. And the purpose is to take your business to another level, because there's obviously different trainings that we do every single day. But on Friday, we do Open Mic Friday because we want to hear from you guys. We just want to hear a little bit about your background, how you got involved with World. But today, we're going to put another challenge out to you. We're also going to ask you to tell everybody what your biggest challenge is. What has been your biggest challenge, or the fear you had to work through or are currently working through, right, to take your business to the next level? Because as you know, when I do my trainings, I say, if you want to figure out what's wrong with your business, all you got to do is look in the mirror. Well, because when you look in the mirror, you have to make changes. What is that change? What's been your biggest hurdle? Okay, and what has kept you where you are if you're not where you want to be? Because everybody has personal growth to go through. And I think it's important for people to share that. I want people to hear they're not the only ones. The biggest struggle in this business is not the product, it's not the compensation plan, it's what you personally have to work through. So I want people to share that. So before we get into that, guys, just as you know, I just want to keep reiterating what's going on. Obviously, we're going to be in Minnesota, August 3rd, scratch that, July 22nd, Orange County. Okay, go to our Facebook page. If you have people in the Southern California market, Super Saturday from 10 to 5 on July 22nd. We're going to be in Minnesota August 3rd through 5th. That flyer is out. Can't wait for that. Pack the house, Caitlin. Pack the house, everybody. Okay, make sure you guys are there. Okay, we have a challenge. We want 250 people in that room. Okay, that's a challenge for everybody. If you put those numbers of people in the room, you watch what happens to your business. And then in Florida, we're going to be in Orlando the 10th, August 10th. 11th will be a social event in Fort Myers. And August 12th, we'll be doing a Super Saturday in Fort Myers. That flyer is also out. So once again, Orange County, Minnesota, Florida are the next 3 cities we will be hitting. And that's where we have a lot of traction, guys. But you got people that will be coming in from different parts of the country to those events. Also, tonight, as you know, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, we conduct the World Business Overviews. Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday at 6 p.m. Pacific time. This is to hear about the business opportunity. It's for you to invite guests. And tonight we have Diamonds, Tim and Shaylisa, that will be doing the call tonight. Tim and Shaylisa are diamonds in the business. They have a lot of momentum. I should say they're diamonds going president, and that's a fact because they have the organization to do it. So don't forget tonight, guys, promote that event. And then, of course, the next one will be Sunday night. So with that, did I miss anything? Nope. With that, guys, I'm going to open it up. First person I want to open it up to, though, because I want to give her the floor, is another diamond. I believe going to be the first president. Okay, I believe it's going to be between, well, I won't say the first. I think her and Terry will be tied. There'll be a tie to get to who's going to be the first president in all of Canada. So, Patricia Cagnetta, are you there?
Hi, Jeff. Good morning, everybody. I'm here.
Hi. Just Patricia, just tell people. I know people have heard you because you know you are always so forthright to fill in when we don't have when I'm not around, because a lot of people know you. You've done the presentations, but for the new people, just a little bit about your background, but tell people what's going on in Canada and what you see happening out there.
All right. Well, thank you, Jeff. My name is Patricia Cagnetta, and I'm from Vancouver, BC, Canada. I've been in the industry 8 years, and before that, I've always been in business. My husband and myself, we've had our own businesses. But I had the incredible opportunity to get involved in network marketing 8 years ago, and it changed our world. And now, today, world again is changing our world. And here in Canada, we have Chad that has come and is doing tours here, and he blew out. Montreal blew it out for Canada. Toronto was last night, they had 200 plus people. And tonight we're here in Vancouver. And for everybody, if you know anybody in a 5-hour drive radius, reach out to them. But above and beyond the opportunity, of course, is the product that is world changing. But I want to share a story if you don't mind. Yesterday, I absolutely fell in love with the helo. I'm going to share why. My mother is a stubborn 80-year-old farmer from Saskatchewan, and she looked at the helo, she would not put it on her wrist. Well, she had a mini stroke on Monday, and she was taken into the hospital. I brought her home with me, and she's fine. But you know what? Yesterday, well, of course, I set her up on a helo right away, and would she put it on her wrist? Yes. And so yesterday she felt well enough to go home. And I know you've all heard this before, but I'm monitoring her stats 24/7. So it's given me an incredible peace of mind. Before, I would not have let her leave and have her independence, but now I'm monitoring her. So yesterday I just completely fell in love with the helo. And so I really want to impress upon you that it's imperative we get as many people out to see Chad. I know Natita's not here because her son fell and hit his head, but Chad and Natita are the salt of the earth. We had an incredible opportunity to sit in front of them in Vegas, and you know what? Their concern is about us. And it is literal, it is true and authentic. And so for you to be able to get somebody out to sit in front of Chad, do it. Work as hard as possible to get as many people out tonight in Vancouver. I know that there were people in Toronto yesterday, and I am sure that they are wishing that they would have had more people with them. So this opportunity is above and beyond. Thank you, Jeff.
Hey, Patricia, one more thing. Okay,
Yeah.
I want you to share because, you know, you're a veteran, you're a leader in the industry, and I know you've gone through some stuff. What's been your biggest challenge personally?
Oh my goodness sakes. Well, you know what? When I started network marketing, I was at the top of my game, and I was very successful in business. I rolled into network marketing, was able just to roll it up. Now I had a car accident that took me out, and it took me out in the sense that how can I explain this? What took me out of the game? It took me out of visibility. And so I think that's the thing. And so for me to jump back in and get really public and visible again, for some reason, that's a difficult thing for me. Doing Facebook Lives and all that. So that has been my biggest block. My biggest block.
All right, hang on. I'm not letting you off that easy.
No, that's fine.
I'm trying to find out what the block is. What was the block?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. Okay. Jeff, I got to tell you, I just love you. You are a master at this. Okay, because when I was in my other company and I walked away and it was all great, but I was in a car accident. So I went from fun, fit, and fab to frumpy, dumpy, and depressed, and going from being positive to trying to clamber out and be that positive person. You know what? It was a readjustment in my life, an acceptance of who I was to where I am today. That's the biggest thing. Very difficult. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that was the growth. It was confidence. No?
Yes, but it was and a realization or an acceptance of where I was to where I am today. And yes, of course, confidence, because it's a total readjustment of the lifestyle. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yes, 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 yes.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Now,
Hmm.
in Vancouver, how many people are you expecting?
Oh, I'm going to say 250.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Please send pictures. Please post like crazy. We want to be there with you.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Jeff.
All
Appreciate,
right.
you know what? I appreciate your leadership. You're awesome.
Good luck, baby. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Ciao.
All right, guys. Open mic Friday. I'd love some participants. Otherwise, I'm going to start unmuting and interviewing people. So, who else wants to share today? A little bit about your story, your personal challenge, maybe something that happened this week, good, bad, indifferent. You guys aren't gonna like when I unmute.
Well,
All right.
Jeff, it's Tom.
Tom saved everybody.
Yeah.
Hey, Tom. Okay, brother, go ahead. You know the format.
Yeah. Well, the challenge was I had my
No.
launch call.
Hang on, Tom. Name, background,
Sorry.
how you heard about us, and then go into it. Please.
Okay. Tom Cooney. I'm an internet sales manager for Dex YP right now. I heard about this opportunity through Kim Resch, and it'll show the 2-minute video. That was back in February. So I came back from Vegas, was really stoked, and we worked with Jeff trying to get our launch call set up, and my wife and I were hammering out text messages and so forth. Thought we had probably 10 people committed to it, and there was Jeff. What do we have? 3 people show up for this launch call. So that was challenging. Felt first of all felt a little embarrassed that I wasted Jeff's time for that. But right after that call, we got back on text messages, and I've gotten responses back in. So I'm trying to get everybody lined up for one of the calls either tonight, Sunday night. So my why is big enough right now to make sure that I continue to send out the text messages and know it's a numbers game. And we just didn't get enough activity. I'm not going to blame the holidays for the lack of participation. With knowing that, we should have sent double the amount of invitations out to get the people coming to it. So that was my challenge this week.
Okay, that's great. So Tom, tell you said your why is big enough now. Why? What is it? What is your why?
My why is to be in control of my future. We just got bought. Yellow Pages just got bought last Friday by Dex Media, and I really don't know what's going on with my job again. And this is the second time within the year that I've either been downsized, had to take a new position, took a $35,000 pay cut last year, and I'm tired of letting the corporate world dictate my future and my income, and that's my why. I want to be in control of my future. I had my own business before, and I don't want to go down that road again. It was a lot of work, a lot of investment, and the opportunity to make this business go for $2,000 investment versus I paid $50,000 to become a salesperson for my own business when I bought into it. So that's my why. I'm
Love
just going to go at it, and I don't care what people think anymore.
So I know when we scheduled your first launch call, Tom, and you had 3 people on, and you're right, I could barely look at you after that call. I was so pissed. No, listen, when someone tells me, I want you guys to understand something, because I want to save this. If you invite 10, you got to cut it in half, and you got to cut it in half again to get your shows. I promise you. So when Tom said 10, I automatically said 5, 2 to 3 will be in. And how many do we have? 3.
3.
If you invite 40, 20, 10 to 12 will be on. So he's right, and I love his attitude now. It's just numbers. But here's the thing. You don't find out anything about a person when things are going well. You find out everything about a person's desire and their why when things don't go well. And this is how I know Tom is somebody that is focused in on his why. Because you hear his why, it's big enough. Okay? He's not going to put the control into somebody else anymore. That's a big why. But when he had the attitude afterwards, said, you know what? Okay, that was just my first launch call. And he's persevering through it. Do you know how many people at that point, and I'm just telling you, you know how many people do their first launch call and then they quit? I can't get a hold of them after their first launch call because they thought, oh my gosh, I did my first launch call and I'm not wealthy yet. What? Really? Okay, it's amazing how people think. So Tom, I appreciate you, brother. And I like your attitude. And more importantly, I like your why. That will keep you in the game and because you have the right mindset. So thanks, brother. Appreciate it. All right, who else, guys? Who else wants to share on Diamond Zone? We're getting warmed up here.
I will.
And who would that be?
Rosemary Bates.
Okay, let's do it, girl.
Okay, so my name is Rosemary Bates. I'm an internist in Dallas, Texas. I was introduced to this by Kathy Gamble, who is under Anne-Marie Stroh. I have a small, this is not my first rodeo in MLM. It's actually my second rodeo. In fact, we may have been in the same company before. So I saw this on a Tuesday. I bought tickets, a suite, and went to Vegas. Okay. I realize the value of the product, and I just think it's awesome. And I think that every single person in the United States of America is going to be mandated to wear wearable health tech in the next 5 to 12 years by their employer or their insurance or someone else. So it's going to be Hilo or someone else, and it better be Hilo. Okay. So my why is it's an exit strategy. I'm an internist. I've got an incredibly big practice. I have a second practice, which is wellness, aesthetics. It's all good. But it's transactional business. So I see this, it's residual income, and again, potential, it's just huge money. I love money because of the choices that it gives you, and again, I need an exit strategy. Medicine isn't what it used to be. So okay, so this is my thing. So I sound like your friend that got up in Vegas that said they sent out 85 sorry things, and on the 86th one, someone said something, and then they realized, you know what, I'm not doing this well. So I think I've sent about 60 out. I've had multiple replies, but can't get anyone on a call. I met with somebody yesterday that was going to be the big one, right? And then so then they said to me, I want to buy 2. I want to buy one for me and one for my wife. And said I just paid for a trip in Mexico. So what would you say to that?
What am I saying to what? What's the question?
Okay, the question is somebody you think that they're at least going to buy a family pack, and you meet them and they're like, I just want to start with 2 from an income standpoint. I just want to start with 1 for me and 1 for my wife. How would you go with that? Go.
Okay, well, so are they going to build a business, Rosemary?
Well, they say they are, and they actually were in another. They were in a Plexus. I don't care if I say it. They were in Plexus, and they earned $35,000 in a year, which I was quite impressed with. I mean, that's a lot of. You're moving a lot of product if you do that.
Right.
So I'm going to say yes.
Yeah. Yes, they want to build a business.
Yes.
Okay. So obviously, if someone wants to start, I get them. I don't care where they start, but I'm going to show the value of premium and family pack. Because if you're going to buy 2, okay, the premium pack gives you 5 and 1 free. And here's what a lot of people are saying, Rosemary. What do I do with the other 3? All they're thinking about is 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me tell you. Let's think about all the people you know that we could just sell the product to. If you can get them to at least see them selling the product, buying 6 is not going to be an issue. So a lot of people don't think they could sell that product. They're just thinking what they need for themselves. So, and then the other thing I also mentioned is that if you're going to build a business, you're going to need some extra inventory Because when you get somebody started, you're going to want to give them the product so they have it on their wrist right away.
Yeah.
And I always take the position, Rosemary, is listen, okay, I'm going to give you the best advice if you really want to build this business. Now, if you just want to be a consumer, I get it. Buy your 2 helos. And so you just kind of take it away. You follow me?
Yeah, I'm not good at arguing with people about money because then what they bought is I just paid for a trip to Mexico. So I don't think about money the same as everyone else. I figure like if you don't have $2,000, then that's a really sorry state of affairs. But it amazes me that people act like they don't.
But here's the deal. Now, here's what I want you to take away from. It's not an argument. This is not an argument. This is me consulting you. I'm your consultant because you're starting a business with me.
Yeah.
And I take my business seriously. I want to set you up for success. And here's what I would suggest. If they say no, get them started and go to work. Who cares?
Yeah, I get it. Okay. Listen, I appreciate your time. Thank you, sir.
All right. Bye. All right. Anybody else out there? Diamond Zone. You know what? Roy, you just chatted something. Roy, unmute yourself and I want to talk to you. All right, you gotta get your mute. You gotta get your volume right, Roy.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can.
Okay, yeah, I had my speaker that doesn't have a mic on there. How are you, Jeff? Good morning.
I'm good. I'm good. So name, background, how you heard about us, and then tell us what you just told us on the chat.
DeLon Henniger was in another network business that he was in my upline. Wonderful individual.
I'm going to see Chris this afternoon. That might be a big fat lie. We might never get to invest again, but it'll be something else. But thank you. Okay, I'll go in there. Thanks.
So you guys, wait, hang on. Rosemary, mute yourself.
Sorry.
Go ahead, Roy.
And over the last couple of days, he had been trying to contact me. And yesterday, I picked up the phone call because the night before last, I was too busy. And I says, I am not in the frame of mind to talk to anybody about anything, most especially why aren't you building the business and blah, 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 right? Well, my why, as I wrote in there, is to get out of this mess. I've been in and out of network marketing companies probably over the last 30 years. And as I told DeLon yesterday, DeLon, this looks great, but I suck at network marketing. Nobody pays attention. I text, I send links, and they don't respond. So how am I going to build this business? And then DeLon says, Roy, can you get the video in front of 200 people? And I said, well, that might be a stretch, but I'll start sending and I'll put a list down and I'll put everybody that I know. Well, this morning I got up and I sent out 5 texts already to people that are in my text list on my phone. People that I don't even know, I'm sending this to. I'm going to send this out to as many people as possible so I can get out of this mess. We're from San Diego. I met my beautiful wife there 8 going on 9 years ago. And on March 2nd of this year, we relocated to Farmington, New Mexico, because I had to get back into the trades. I came on as an iron worker here for a company out of Loveland, Colorado. They had a contract with the APS power plant here, which is a coal power plant, and our contract was to replace 2 of the 8 silos.
Okay, go ahead. I understand. Go ahead.
We got thrown off the job after 3 months. So then there goes my $100,000 a year income. What am I going to do? So I figured, hey, why don't you get back into your trade? So I went to Denver and went to work for a glass company in Denver. That didn't work out. So throughout the month of June. So we came back here at the end of, it was last week. We got back to Farmington, and God has been just working miracles. He allowed us to get back into the home that we were renting here in Farmington. But now I'm in a dilemma of time versus money. And I know that this is going to get me there, Will it help my immediate situation? Probably not. But 2-3 months down the road, I can see where it can cover my monthly expenses.
And Roy, and let me just share with you something. That's the right attitude. Okay, you got to pay your bills. You got to do what you have to do, but you don't take your foot off this pedal. You just commit to what you could commit to. And at the end of next 60 days, if it's just covering your car payment or a mortgage payment, great. But you don't put all your eggs in this basket. Pay your bills, but keep building this consistently. Okay, this is real. This may take time to build because you have to pay your initial situation has to be taken care of. I get it. Okay, but here's my question to you: 30 years in network marketing, back and forth. Okay, it hasn't worked. You said it yourself. I suck. Why do you suck? What's your biggest challenge? You know it. What is it?
Getting people to pay attention.
No. Okay,
Right.
wrong answer. Okay, what do you think your biggest challenge is? We all have that challenge. People don't answer. I'm really good. I still get more people that say no to me and don't answer me than say yes. That wasn't my challenge. What's your challenge? What's your personal, where's the miss?
I guess because of the numbers, it's I don't have that large circle of influence.
Yeah, surface stuff, brother. Surface stuff. Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
What's been your longest commitment to any one of those companies?
Probably 6 months.
There you go. There's your answer. Okay, it's not a consistent effort. Over an 18-month consistency of consistent work. That's the answer. Period. The end. Okay, if you do the same thing, Roy, over here that you did over there, it's going to be the same conversation 6 months from now, and you'll be on to the next company. I'm just getting you to understand. It's not the industry. It's not the company. It's your commitment to it. And all I'm going to tell you is this: stay committed to this, no matter what it is. Have your number, have your schedule, and work it the way you could work it. That's the best advice I can give you.
Got it. And that's what I committed to DeLon yesterday. I told him, says, I don't know how it's going to work, but I'll just keep sending those texts out and keep sending those videos out. And like the old saying, you throw enough stuff against the wall, some of it's bound to stick.
Right, but it's got to be thrown against the wall for a consistent period of time. That's all. So your situation's easy. Just commit and keep doing it, okay? And do it with passion, and just run your numbers. That's all.
10-4, Jeff.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Yep. Who else is out there, guys? Dr. Jeff Giamalva's here. We're live.
This is Kenny from Denver.
Hey, Kenny. How are you, brother?
Doing well. Thanks, Jeff.
Yes,
Thanks
sir.
for what you put together here and for the training that you provide. Maybe you've read my chat. Been out in the trucking world for about 38 years and tired of people telling me what to do and when to do it, when I can spend time with my family and when I can't. And decided to quit dabbling in network marketing and take charge of my life. So I got out of the truck, started my own pest control company, built it from 0 to almost 200 customers in right out a year's period of time. And so I taught myself that, I can build a business, I can do it. And
Kenny, can I stop you 1 second?
Yeah.
From 0 to 200 customers, how long did it take you to do that?
1 year. Right out 1 year. I started the 28th of June 2016, and as the 28th of June 2017, I had 200 customers.
And is those 200 customers covering what you need to cover?
They are putting me, yes, they have replaced my income.
Gotcha. Okay, go ahead. Keep going.
Truck driving. Yes, sir.
Keep going.
So I was introduced by Steve Sandoval of Phoenix, Arizona. He's under Delon Henniger to this opportunity about a week prior to Vegas. So I've been just going through the deck of cards, so to speak, and shuffling through the deck, finding a lot of jokers, but we're getting those out of the way. So I'm just keep shuffling and going through the deck. And just like building my pest control business, sorting through the people, getting through the no's to get to the yeses, and building the business, because like I said, quite literally, I had everybody else telling me how to live my life, and that's my why. We just had a grandson born, and I'm tired of people telling me, you know, I can't get time off to go spend time with my family. That's not how life is supposed to be lived.
Love it. Love it. So, Kane, let me ask you a question. To get your 200 customers, how many people did you have to go through to get consistent 200 customers?
Literally 1,000 people. That's not even a joke. I mean, you got to plug in the numbers. You got to you got to fill up your funnel, fill up your hopper, so to speak, and keep that hopper full constantly. You got to constantly be going through the numbers.
So am I hearing that this is no different than a traditional business? Is that what I'm hearing? That you got to have a funnel, you have to work consistently, you got to have enough people to get a certain amount of people to do it? I'm missing something. I thought that was just multi-level.
No, sir, Jeff. That's it's called network marketing for a reason. It's not a free ride.
Absolutely. Well, Kenny, I appreciate it. I appreciate you being candid. And you know what? This is what I want to find out, guys. Your why will allow you to be on this call 18 months from now. Know why?
Absolutely.
You're in and out of here in 30, 60, 90 days. That's just a fact. Okay? You got to have something that motivates you. And that's what you're hearing today, what's really motivating people. But look at what people have been through to get to this point. In other words, most of the time you got to go through some part of life, right? Where you're going, wait a minute, I've done this for 20 years. I'm not going to be dictated my next 20 years. I have to make a change. And that's what you're hearing today. Okay? People that just go, I'm done. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. You've heard that phrase before, right? And this is my vehicle. And I'm going to work it consistently. And I'm going to have the same mentality I would have in any other business. So, Kenny, thank you, brother. Appreciate you.
You're welcome, Jeff. Thank you.
Absolutely. Okay.
Hey, Jeff.
I know there's other people that want to share, but if you have already shared, I like to hear from new people. So anybody else out there?
Oh, I'd like to say something.
Okay, Rick.
Hey, how is everyone doing this morning? I'm quite pumped with just a couple hours of sleep. Myself.
Hang on, Rick. His name, background, how you heard about us first.
Sorry. My name is Rick Rock. I'm from Canada, in Ontario, and I've been an entrepreneur all my life and an entertainer. I've been in the music business all my life, and also always had either a home-based business or a traditional business, franchise, wholesaling, everything on manufacturing. I've tried everything, and I've written a book called Tips on Life years ago. And I have been following suit with my own words, that you have to follow the whys, regardless what business you're in, what you want to do in life. You have to follow someone that's been there. You have to follow, like I said, the words of the wise. And because if you're just trying to do it all by yourself, you're going to stumble and fall and get fed up with whatever you're doing. And yes, a traditional business is exactly what network marketing is, but people get all hung up like it's some lottery ticket or some social business type thing, and they don't take it serious enough. And that's why the people who, like yourself and your wife and all the leadership we have in the world has been through that, has been through the battlefields, and now you're sharing it and it's working. We've got a vehicle that is amazing compared to everything else out there. I was in Toronto last night at the event. There was around 200 people, and 200 people I looked and went, that's horrible. That's Toronto. And there was a few people from Quebec, and we're from the Windsor area. And we're going, that's all we have. This is so early in the game. It is crazy. We are so early in the game with this, with the top leadership. We had like the top money earner in the world in front of us last night, in front of 200 people. I mean, this is like almost still a secret, but I'm quite pumped. I'm going to get recharged with this. I got in the middle of March, and I got in really quick and started building a business with some networkers and non-networkers, and all of a sudden I got a stall. Just in the last month, it's just been a stall, and now I can sort of understand where I'm going the wrong way. I got into micromanagement mode, and I thought that's all I had to sponsor, and no, I got to get to work and share everybody else that they need to get to work. I mean, this is work if you want to get to that way. But I think what we do, we fool ourselves. We think, 2 hours a week or so, and we're going to get this and this and this. You have to look yourself in the mirror, like you said, and say, hey, where do I belong? What can I commit to myself, not to somebody else, not to show off to anyone, for yourself, or we're just fooling ourselves. So are you just a customer? Are you just a part-timer in like the socialness of networking and hang around and go to all these meetings or online, webinars? Or are you going to get to work like everybody else? Because, we can write our own stories here with World. This is absolutely amazing. I mean, I had another 3-4 aha moments last night and going, wow, this Hilo and this company, we have the packaging, we have the marketing, we have the leadership, unbelievable. And just raise for you guys, Jeff, and that you guys are trooper 24/7. You guys are there for us. And I really respect you guys. And that's what I got to say today. It's time to move, everybody. That Goya, remember that saying, Goya? Get off your anatomy. Let's do it. Let's do it. Bottom line, that's it.
Hey, Rick, no, and you hit some great points. And by the way, guys, this is Freddie Mercury you're looking at.
No, it's not.
From Queen. Okay, he's phenomenal, and I'm gonna go to one of his events. But
oh yeah,
go ahead.
If I put the effort like I do when I do my Queen shows, and put on the makeup and put on the thing and rehearse, by myself on the piano and singing, to prepare for each show, why don't I do that for my own other business? It's crazy, and the contracts and the contacts and the promoting. I've got to treat this as much as I treat my music. And you're right. You're absolutely right. If I want to get to the next levels, and it's there for us. It really, truly is.
Bingo. That right there, guys, is transparency. And that's how you have to be with yourself. Okay. It's whatever you want to get out of this business. You can, it's just executing. But my biggest aha moment was this. I would work 12 to 14-hour days for somebody else. No problem. Never question it for 14 years. But when it came to my own company, okay, I didn't have the same schedule. And so then I wondered why it wasn't working. It worked. It was the it that wasn't working it. That was me. I'm the it. And Rick, I appreciate you saying that, because when you said that word recharge, I'm thinking to myself, oh, wait a minute. Why did he have to be recharged? And you heard why. He got into management mode.
I couldn't make it to Vegas. I could not make it to Vegas. Worked in that, but that's still not an excuse. But when you go to an event, even a smaller event like this, but we had the top earner in the world. I mean, millennial earner in the world with us last night. I mean, it was like, hello, this is just not some sales guy or whatever like that. And he was hilarious. Chad is absolutely amazing. So we have the different personality. If you don't like Chad, you got Jeff and Lisa. If you don't like them, you've got Dan, or you got Jeremy. You got somebody else that will blow you away, because all of you have the attributes of, you're building multi-million-dollar businesses. We just have to tag on to that. And by the way, I was not recruited into this business. It just happened. I was looking for another opportunity in technology, and I found the number of the company in early March, and I did some my own research, and I went, I need to find a leader. I called up the company. I said, is there anyone in Canada? Send me to a leader in Canada and have them get a hold of contact me, and Patricia answered the phone. So there you go.
Wow.
No one recruited me.
Well, that, how about that one, everybody? We're all wondering who to damn talk to, and you got people calling the company saying, can I please have a leader? And it's probably I promise you, somebody had Rick Rock on their list, but they didn't call him. And he was looking. Somebody had Rick Rock on their list, and not necessarily from World, because it wouldn't make a difference really who called him. When you're open, you're open.
Right.
Anyway, yeah, Rick, thanks, brother. I appreciate that. And I love your transparency about, listen, I had to, that allowed me to recharge, think about my business, understand how big this really is. And I got to go back to work and treat this like I do everything else, period.
Absolutely.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Who else is out there, guys?
Hi, Jeff. Can you hear me?
Yeah, who's that?
Hi, this is Ginny in Palm Springs. I don't have any video right now, but I wanted to remind you that I met you and Lisa in Palm Springs. In Las Vegas. I've only been in a month. I was only in 2 weeks when I went to Las Vegas. And we had a couple of nice chats when I was there, because you said a lot of things to me that really, really resonated. I've been in and out of network marketing for the last 10 years. This is my 10th company. I have never done more than barely make my, entry level or my auto ship or whatever. Was involved in that particular company. And I told you when I met you that you said something that really hit me, because that was what identified what I felt. When you said that when Lisa asked you to come full-time into the business, you felt it was beneath you. And that is my problem. I have been, from the time I was 24 years old, a newspaper editor, a television producer, a published author, ran my own publishing company, started my own nonprofit animal rescue. And when I go to a party or go anywhere, I'd rather say that, because people go, wow. When I talk about network marketing, their fingers go up in front of their face and across. And that's been my challenge.
And that is a real challenge. That is a real challenge that kept me stuck for 2 years. Mm-hmm. And okay, so now what's going to change, Jenny? That's
my mindset, because the couple that brought me into this, Isatis and Raphael Stetchner, who I think you met there too. Isatis is a brilliant life coach, business coach, and we check in with each other every morning for the last 2.5 years to get our mindset going. And we are so committed, because she's been through a lot of these too, and we said, this is it. We are at the age where there are no other options. I have no family. I've been divorced a long time, no children. If I'm going to support myself in my old age, it is up to me. And my target market out here is women like myself. It's senior women. We have a beautiful community here. By the way, we will be in Costa Mesa with you on the 22nd. So glad you're doing that. Awesome. And I'm working on getting people there. So the point is, what I've got to overcome first is my own mindset, which we work on every day. I listen to you every day. My friend that I brought in, my roommate who's coming with me, she is a Jeff groupie. She doesn't want to miss any of your calls. She listens to them on replay. And so we are immersing ourselves. So first it's mindset. First I listen to you. Every day I listen to Eric Worre. I'm listening to the $1 Million Earner thing, so I stay in a good mindset. I divorced myself from CNN when I went to the Las Vegas convention, because I was keeping that on in my office all day instead of, things that were feeding my brain, okay? So now I listen to things that feed my brain and keep me in a positive attitude. Now I'm sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, my challenge is to overcome the fears of the senior ladies who were all over this product. I had a presentation last Saturday, and they all think it's great. And then I got one on somebody's wrist, and she returned it to me the next day, because she said it was more technology than she could deal with. She said it was messing up her phone and, all these crazy things. And what do you say? You take it back. But that is what I'm trying to overcome here, is ladies in the 60, 70 age group who really live alone, can use all the features on it, have family in other parts of the country, but they're intimidated by it, Jeff. So how do I address that core issue that they're just, they're overwhelmed, a little overwhelmed by it?
Well, I you know what? You're young, you're vibrant. Get into a different circle. It doesn't have to be the 60 and 70-year-olds. I mean, you don't have to put yourself in that category. Okay, I don't care if I'm 70. I'm not going to be in the 7-year-old category. I'm still going to be with the 30 and 40-year-olds. I don't care
Got
what
it.
they say. I'll still be dancing. It doesn't make a difference. So I'm not going to have that mindset. But at the end of the day, there's some people that just don't want to make it work, and there's other people in that arena that will say this is the greatest product in the world. It's just the right people, and that those are maybe so. But here's my thing. I want to challenge you now, and I'm going to set this up. Okay, we're at a cocktail party, me and you. Okay.
Okay.
And we're
Okay.
socializing, and all of a sudden I'm introduced to you, and I say to you, so Jenny, what do you do?
Okay, I heard something on Eric Warriors that I've been practicing, and that is, I've been a television producer and an author, and I said, but now, I'm really loving being in direct marketing. Or something like that, a variation of that. I mean, I'm trying to combine the two because I can't really just say that first, So Eric Worre even said that. He said, say you're an athlete who does, network marketing. Say you're, whatever. So I've been practicing that. So yes, I'd like some coaching on that, Jeff, because I don't know what to say.
Okay, so how many years have you been in doing what you're doing with marketing?
Oh, 10.
In your previous career, your journalism.
Oh yeah, I started in my 20s, and 30 years. I've been in journalism. I've been an author. I've been a publisher. I've been a television producer. I have national television shows. I wrote for the NBC network for A&E and all those kind of things. So that's what I want to talk about.
How are you financially?
Terrible, because all those things had residual income attached to it, royalties and residual income, but they're not sufficient. I live in Palm Springs, and I lost everything, Jeff, in 2008. I moved from Chicago. Oh, I'm from Chicago too. You said you were from Chicago. I moved from Chicago in 2008, thinking I was going to sell my townhouses. Everything crashed, and went into foreclosure. Lost all my savings, and so no, I'm hand to mouth out here.
Okay, there
absolutely.
You go. There's your story, girl.
There's my why. Whew. That is my why.
But that's your why. But that's also what you're telling me. Hey, I've been very successful. I've been in journalism. I wrote books. I've been in media for 30 years. For 30 years, and I loved it. But you know what? At the end of 30 years, okay, I really don't have any residual income. And so now let me tell you what I'm doing now. I've been intrigued, okay, with an industry called network marketing. And so you're sure telling people, but you're telling people what was wrong with the 30 years. And then you're in a situation that really now I need to do something, but I want my next 30 years to be a lot better than my last 30 years.
Wow.
But you have to be able to say, Jenny, listen, say this with me. I do network marketing. Just say,
I do network marketing.
There you go. That's it.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
You still tell people, I always tell people, hey, I used to be a corporate exec. 14 years, I was a VP of a sales and of Valley Health Clubs. But my industry went through changes. I was working 14-hour days. Okay. And when that happened, I said to myself, we got to do something. You know my story.
I do. I hear it every night. Yeah.
It's still part of who I am. But now you got to tell people what you're doing. And that's where you're going to take the big leap. So anyway, you got to get that down. You got to get that down and just keep practicing it. Keep practicing it.
Absolutely. Thank you. You've been the biggest inspiration to me because I could really relate to you. Like the previous caller just said, there's always somebody you can relate to, and I truly relate to you and to Lisa and what you've, created. So as I said, we're following you every call we can be on, and I've signed up about 6 people. My business is building. When Chad said about who made $402 in their first check, it was my first check, but my first month I've made just about $400. So I'm thinking, hey, that's better than I poking the eye with a sharp stick. I'm going. I'm making it. So we will do here's my commitment to you, and I'm pinky swearing you on the phone here. I am not quitting, and I am all in.
Okay. Just leave the I'm not quitting out. Just say I'm all in.
I'm all in.
And here's my mentality behind that, and I'll mute you out. Okay, my mentality behind that is whenever someone says they're not quitting, they're thinking about quitting. That's, and I'm not saying that's you. I'm just saying, say, listen, okay, I'm committed to this business like I would be committed to anything else I ever done in my life. And they got to see that belief, and that's going to start to happen as you do it more and more. So Anyway, thank you, Jenny. Appreciate you. See you on the 22nd. That's for sure. And who else, guys? Who else wants to share? A couple more. Who else is out there? This was good today. Very good.
Hey, Jeff, it's Anna Richardson.
Hey, Anna.
How are you?
MICKEYMOUSE.
Mickey Mouse.
Go ahead.
Okay, background. Anna Richardson. I'm in Dallas, Texas. I got in November. I heard about it from Ryan Lamb. Got in November, and we launched here in Dallas, and I was able to hit double diamond within my first 2 weeks. But I'm going to tell you guys some mistakes that I made, because I had to learn the hard way from them. And Jeff, I don't even think we've talked about this. So first of all, I only built one leg. I mean, I went team developer, and then I only built one leg. And I love, Jeff, how you tell everybody just to keep it on alternating, because that was a mistake. And then the second thing is I went into management mode. After 2 weeks, I suddenly had all these people underneath me, and nobody knew what to do, because we literally had just launched and didn't have any systems in place. I went into complete management mode, and I took my foot off the recruiting pedal. And I definitely regret that. But I'm back on my recruiting game, and getting momentum again. We have systems in place. We're plugged into you now, Jeff. So those are two of my early challenges that if I could do it again, I would do that differently. And then I guess like my most prevalent challenge now, and this is gonna sound crazy, but like everything I've ever done has always come really easy to me, because it's something that I love to do. Including like I have a fitness business right now. So in fitness, you're a walking billboard. So people are like, oh, are you a trainer? What do you do? Can I have your card? Whatever. So my challenge has been trying to switch over from, okay, yes, I am a trainer, but I'm actually, weaning that business off, because, I found something where I can help even more people. So it's kind of, people want to talk about training and working out and diet, and I'm trying to switch it over to Gila. So that's kind of been my challenge.
Okay, let me tell you how to do it, because that one sings to me. Okay. Are you a trainer? Yes. My passion is training. My passion is to help people get in shape, but it's not how I make money. You don't become financially independent by being a trainer. That is my passion. Okay. But let me tell you how I am making money within the fitness world. Okay. So in other words, you follow me? Everybody knows trainers aren't wealthy, but you can't say that you're not passionate about being a trainer.
Right.
Okay. But now you got to tell them what your business is. My business is, okay, this product. It's a health monitoring device. So it fits really nicely. So let me tell you a little bit about what I'm doing from a business standpoint to make money. There's the switch. Okay. It's not either or. It's just what it is.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
And someone like you, Anna, I'll just tell you this. Someone like you should never take your eye off the recruiting ball, because that's your power. You're social. You're out there. You're a little off, which is good. Okay, and that's a compliment, because you got to be a little off, and you attract people. So you never take your eye off that. Some people have to work on being good recruiters, but you're out there in the forefront. Never take your eye off that ball. So I appreciate that. And guys, just coming from what Anna just said, got to a great position, but stopped. Just worked one leg, right? She wasn't balanced. Okay. And I love that transparency, because a lot of people make that mistake. Oh, I got a power leg. I'll just build one side. Good luck with that. For long term, good luck with that. So thank you, Anna. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. Last call, guys. Who wants to be the last call on Open Mic Friday? We got all new people today. That was good. Who's that?
Jeff, it's Marvin.
Okay, I'm sorry. I got to find you.
It's
Who's
Marvin.
this? Oh, hey, Marvin. How you doing, brother?
2B80X.
All right, go ahead.
I'm
Name,
doing
name,
awesome. I wanna
background,
thank
how you
Jenny.
heard about us.
My name is Marvin Azzapardi. I am a vice president of a company here in Southern California, and I found you guys on Craigslist, and I met with you, Jeff, at lunch, with a very good friend and a doctor friend, and they both looked at it, said it was an amazing thing. I thought I had two people that were going to jump on board with me and run with this thing, and I realized yesterday, actually, because I was on a call with somebody else, that I went to my warm market reluctantly and found somebody that just exploded in conversation and said, I can do this and I can kick ass and make things happen. So I've been reluctant since Vegas to actually go to my warm market. I was trying to build it a different way. And I used to own restaurants in Palm Springs, Jenny, and I lost everything in 2009. And I worked my ass off to build my restaurant chain to be an awesome business. And I realized, listening to you talk today, that I did whatever it took in every business I ever owned, even the job I have today. I busted my ass and raised over $50 million in the last 2.5 years. So everybody listening, this is a business. This isn't a side job. And that's what I just realized, listening to everybody talk. We all have stories. We all have whys. You know, we all have a who. Who do you get up every morning for and you bust your ass to make things happen? Well, all you guys today just kicked me in the ass twice as hard than I kicked myself in the ass last night. So I want to thank you all. And Jeff, I'll be there on the 22nd. And I made a promise to you. And when I seen you in Vegas, I will be on the top. Thank you.
Marvin, thank you. And, you know, coming from you, someone who's done very well in all aspects of business, you know, there really is no secret, everybody. Here's our secret. The secret is we have a category creator company. We have a product that has not yet to be seen in the industry, and that's all great. But unless we put together our plan to be fearless and talk to your warm market, there's your first challenge. Talk to your warm market. You're not going to build this business alone on cold market. I'm just telling you. Okay? There's a way of making cold market warm, yes. But your challenge is to go out there with your belief and your confidence and talk to everybody, and you're not married to the yes or no. But one thing is, you got to be fearless and you got to run your numbers. And we have an unbelievable system to run numbers with, because we're not doing home parties. We're not doing hotel meetings. We're getting information into people's hands, and we're leveraging a system. That's it. So bottom line is, you got to get over yourself. You got to understand, I am doing network marketing, and you got to be confident in that. You got to be proud of that, because no one can tell me it doesn't work. Okay, and I don't care what the perception is. If people understood what I knew, they would be doing network marketing. Believe me. So appreciate all of you guys. And that's Diamond Zone. Remember, tonight, get on there with Tim and Shaylisa. They're unbelievable. They're Diamonds going president. And then we'll see everybody back on Sunday night and also Monday morning on Diamond Zone. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Jeff.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jeff. Everyone.